And if you can see, like, Bandit's been doing it as well, but if you can see where there's sort of like a hand coming on the screen around that 2A star, it's because if a star's going to appear in the way such as that, by tapping on the touch screen, you're able to stop.
Delay the animation.
Well, cancel it more, so it doesn't actually go up, so you can collect it a little bit quicker. Catherine, would you like to explain how bad a level 2.5 is?
2.5 is bad, very bad, and it usually sucks. Especially when your toes decide to like not keep up with each other and stuff.
Because you want to keep both of
actually
these
like
as close
2.5
as possible.
though, so like, it was fun.
Oh dear. It sort of worked.
But quality options, guys.
Quality option.
We made it.
We're making the Twitch box.
Of course, as you might be able to tell by the name, this is a charity marathon. And we're raising money for Doctors Without Borders. And, oh. I thought I was on the flagpole, so I wasn't paying attention. That's bad.
And 2 Castle is the first auto-scroller in the game, which you can't speed up.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
pretty
seeing
much
this right now,
Resident
it's funny.
Sleeper #1.
Yeah, I just realised I was standing there for like 5 seconds. Just
saw
not
that.
because I wasn't paying attention, thinking I was on the flagpole. I don't know why I missed actually. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, which is probably a good thing to say now since Sam's already in the auto scroll and I'm heading into it now. But this is a charity marathon for like Doctors Without Borders. And if you look in the Twitch bio below the stream, or next to it if you're on mobile, then there'll be a link to the donation page, which you can donate, leave a comment. We've got some donation incentives to donate to, which you can see in the schedule, which is also linked there. And for a good
Donations will be
cause.
read out.
Yeah. Unless you want to be mysterious and not leave a comment.
Yeah.
The mystery.
But 2 Castle sucks.
There's nothing you can do to speed it up.
Which, yeah. You just have to hope you don't lose the bomb box, which is you have to try pretty hard to not. But yeah.
Because you just needed to collect a star at the end, and if you don't,
And if you
it messes
lose
you
it
up.
after the spare bomb boxes, you're screwed. You have to leave the level because you needed to collect the final star.
Or you just collect a different star elsewhere, which a lot of the
Which
time
slows
are
you down.
usually quicker, but it's still slower than just getting this one.
I don't know what he means by score, but that's my thing if you want to know it.
I asked you.
Score PB maybe?
Yeah, I know.
My PB's a 149.48, I want to say.
And Bandits is a 143 something.
Oh,
No, 144. No, it's 144.
It's 143.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is. So there's a bit of a difference between us, but not too much.
Yeah.
Especially since my PB could probably even be beaten in this run, to be honest. As long as I don't mess up too much more.
well, there's so many.
Yes, so like I had the perfect run.
The more retiring to mine.
Aye, yeah.
Mine was fluked, to be fair.
Yours was perfection. I don't know what you mean. Nothing went wrong.
Nothing went wrong, but if I tried to do it again, I can guarantee you half the things that could have gone wrong would have gone wrong, and I wouldn't have thought them to. But I'm pretty happy about it, so I'm not going to complain. I'm not the best person to explain ice glitch, so I'm going to say, Mark, you should probably do that.
Oh, ice glitch, yeah. Essentially, by crouching continuously on the ice, you can gain infinite speed. Is the simple way to put it. But it just means that you can gain more speed than you would with cap momentum, and because of that go a lot quicker through the level.
We're now going to see it soon on Sam's, he's just doing it right now.
Actually, Sam's is sort of collapsing at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Originals, please mute, it sounds like you're like a Hoover. Oh.
I
messed it up a little bit, but I still made it over.
I messed up because I was trying to put a push to talk because I'm dumb, but I accidentally clicked continuous transmission. So yeah, rip.
It's not the greatest level for me. I think Sam did it a little bit better, but you got to see the idea of what the ice glitch was.
And we used Luigi in 3-3 to make the use of his high jump.
Which is very useful because it helps you get the first star a little quicker, or easier than it is with other people, and then you've got...
It also helps towards nearer the end getting the third star as well.
Yeah.
With the speed of the cap momentum too.
And the stairs.
Exactly. And the stairs suck, and we all know that.
Yeah. This level, I don't think anyone who runs this game likes this level. Do they?
Yes, I do agree.
3-3?
3-3.
I like it.
Oh dear, I messed it up. I messed up the first star. I don't think I've done that in ages.
It's really difficult to keep up with the commentary because Bandit's thing keeps freezing.
Almost got a 420.
There's it. ... The memes.
It's actually 422, but still really close
not the
to
same.
It.
I got a much slower time. Sam is going into the first Captain Toad level of the run. Which is essentially, you don't have to do them in a run. The reason that we choose to do them is because it's the quickest way to actually get stars. Since you can get in the same length of the normal level, in fact a lot of times shorter, you can collect 5 very quick stars. It's the same reason why we do the mystery houses. Because it means you have to do a lot less levels to get all the stars we need to get into the final level and into the World 7 castle, which require the 130 stars.
And you can't jump in them too. Like, you're just supposed to walk around, but they're pretty easy puzzles. You shouldn't really be challenged by them unless this is like your first time playing the game.
All these levels have been very optimized for the Captain Toads, so that all the movements a lot more precise, arguably.
Also, if I could do a pointless shout out, I'm gonna give a shout out to Rez because he made the layouts, and the layouts look really good in my opinion.
Yeah.
Keep OP.
Yeah, Reservoirs did the layouts for us. I probably butchered his Twitch name, but oh well. We really appreciate what he's done for it. Could look very nice. As Sam has just shown, this level 3-4 is very short. Because it's one of the 100-second levels.
Seconds.
Yeah. And you don't collect the third star because the third star is slow, but the first 2 stars are very easy to collect, so. And you get the level done before even 20 seconds are done. So.
20 in-game seconds, because I don't think it's like equivalent to actual seconds.
No, they're a little bit quicker.
Yeah, so like in-game seconds, but still pretty accurate, still.
I'm just gonna watch it from the stream even if it's a bit late, because it's clearly going to be better than it keep pausing all the time. Yeah, you guys are really close. He's like a tad ahead.
It's not a tad.
Alright, it's just loaded for me, okay, I apologise.
Of course, we've got the 2 very difficult levels coming up after 3-5, which could change the run quite a bit.
It's really early in the morning for me, so sorry about that.
It's fine. But yeah, these next 2 levels after 3-5 can change the run quite a bit.
Yes, 3-7. Yeah. I'll let Mark explain that level.
Both levels use Peach's hover and alongside cat momentum to do some pretty insane shortcuts, but of course, as it should be, really, if they are also quite difficult and can go wrong quite easily if you mess them up. 3-7 involves actually not going on all of the moving platforms and skipping a lot of them, so you can actually just get the stars, get through, get to the end. While 3-8 is an auto scroller, but you speed up the auto scroller by doing long extended hovers. As
you just call it 3-8.
Well, 3 castle, you know what I mean. I think a lot of people will know what I mean when I say it too.
Yeah, I know.
Stop bullying.
Know, ... I'm like, what is 3-8? What is 3-8?
Stop bullying.
I'm trying to bully.
They're all bullies and you can see that, can't you? I think the stream will agree with me here. Or they'll just be mean. But yeah, 3 castle.
We have an anonymous donation from Anonymous for $5. Thank you very much. There's no message though.
Thank
if
you
you
for
could
that.
update the counter to 10, that'd be cool.
I don't think I'll be able to update the counter during the run for obvious reasons. But I'll update it afterwards. But yeah, thanks for the donation.
Yeah,
but yeah,
30% to the goal.
As Sam will show now, this will be why the level is really difficult. Because you cover that gap and then you do another one going just outside of the death trigger to go down to get that star, and then you do another huge hover to just go straight to the 3rd star.
And touch strats
If
too.
you lose your cat suit, you'll realise how slow that level is.
Yeah. Or if you just do that level casually, you'll realise how slow that level is.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
I never played it intended. ...
I missed it. I hover a little bit, and Sam's got through it okay. I better make sure
Yeah,
I do.
Sam's done the level fine.
Do you want to explain 3.8 then? Or do you want me
Well,
to?
I'd let you do it. I'm not. Yeah, I'll explain histocrat and such.
3.8's an auto scroller, but 3 castle then, whatever. It's an auto scroller,
okay.
but you won't play it like an auto scroller. You'll be constantly speeding. Ooh, damn it!
Did you fail?
I did just fail. I did get the checkpoint, didn't I?
No,
I didn't get the checkpoint.
This,
no.
guys, is why. What
Also, by the
happens
way,
when
Bandit
you
got
obviously
fireworks.
fail these gaps? Oh my god, Mark! I just saw that.
That's
oh
a fail if I do say so myself.
Thank God you had a spare cat suit.
Yeah. But with 3.8, which is what Bandit's on now, you'll be skipping over a lot of the gaps, which are what you're supposed to do in the level, to just speed up the scrolling, so you don't actually end up playing it the way you're intended to at all, and get all the stars as necessary, and then just get to the end of the level. It is actually one of the more difficult levels, I think, in the entire run.
We got a Team Ludendi gave us like a shout out and a link to our Twitch on our Twitter to 1,000 followers.
Oh.
Thank you to whoever did that, or like message them and stuff. It's greatly appreciated.
Was it about the run, or what?
Yeah, it says I lost it now. It just said come and check out the stream and like a message like that.
Yeah.
As you can see, obviously in Bandit and 3 Castle. I shall explain it when Mark gets there because it'd be better.
There's some levels which end up being like mini bosses in between worlds, which is what Sam's about to get to next.
We use Luigi for histocrat to abuse his jump, and if you spin jump behind him, you can bounce on his head without having to worry about climbing the smaller enemies and then bouncing on his head. And obviously, this is a lot quicker.
By the way, Bandit avoided fireworks just by waiting. It's pretty easy to do, but it's also pretty easy to mess up.
Yeah.
I usually end up forgetting.
Same.
Or thinking it's going to change or not change. So like, I'm gonna go for it, and then it changes, and like fireworks. Oh! I need to learn to pay a bit more attention to what's going on.
I like that copy Posterino for Enderino. That's honestly like one of my favorite copy pastas.
Origina's
But
Pla.
as you can see, Bandit is entering the histocrat boss now, and you can see how he uses Luigi to gain this way higher jump.
A reminder that I actually started this race a little bit ahead.
Which, well, his PB is like 5 minutes, or a little bit better than yours. Just
Yeah.
over 5 minutes around.
If I woke up earlier and if I was more in practice, I would totally race.
So yeah, the gap in is about a level now. So Sam's just about to go into World 4, which again, isn't like World 1. We only do 2 levels and then use a warp pipe to go into World 5. But the 2 levels aren't exactly the easiest of levels to play, because there's a really interesting thing where you are deliberately taking damage to lose a catsuit and using damage boosting to actually skip having to wait in one section, while 4-2 is just, in my opinion, quite an awkward level in general.
And obviously, if we, as we're going through the warp pipe in 4-2, this obviously we skip an opportunity to collect 10 stars in 4 Mystery House. However, through a glitch that you'll see later on, we can come back to these. But I'm not going to say any more for now.
Mark already teased it.
I teased it, but I'm not telling you
Yep.
how it works. You'll just have to come
Come
back at the end.
when we get there, I guess. Yep.
Come back later, or actually stay here to find out.
Yeah.
I was about to say come back later, and I was just like, wait, we want people to stay. Oh.
Also, Bandit's getting hurt because it's faster than going around and taking the bottom one. He's getting hurt and he's just sacrificing Catsuit, so it's fine actually.
We collect another catsuit in 5-4, so, or you can.
Yeah,
Or a
just don't
toad
get
house
hurt.
if you happen to lose it beforehand.
Yeah, if you lose both your catsuits, it's essentially go to 1-1, or take a toad house.
houses.
But toad houses are risky because there's no
RNG.
guarantee. 50-50. I am such a tease. I can't help it. Comes naturally.
Thank you for the 1 viewer host.
Who just hosted?
Reggie, who?
Thank you, Gudigo, for the host.
Mark, what I think you should do is you should set up a nightbot after this and get nightbot on. We can make command and schedule like commands.
Yeah.
That's
And
literally
we can
what I
just
was
like
asking to
schedule
do.
them. That'd be a lot easier and more convenient. Hang on, who's logged into the Speed Stuff for Charity Twitch
Me.
at the moment? Okay, go to Nightbot and get
I'm
it to
already
join
there.
the channel.
I'm setting him up actually.
Okay, and I'll make some commands. Because that'll be a lot more convenient for us.
I made it join.
But yeah, in 4-1,
Set it to be mod as well.
since I actually... Okay, I need to do this a bit differently because I've lost my... Can I do this? Okay.
Have you made it a mod?
No, I've messed up there, so I'm back at the start of the level, I think, or the middle. Yeah, I'm at the start. Yeah, I'm messing up quite a bit in this run, actually.
Wow, Mark.
I messed up, and then I tried to
yeah.
do the recovery and messed that up as well.
Originals, have you made Nightbot a mod?
Oh dear.
Can you
Right.
make it a mod?
Um.
Actually, don't. It should work. You just like losing that catsuit in what?
Yeah.
How'd you manage that?
I'm bad.
Originals?
I'm about to mod him.
Okay, cool. Let me know when you have.
I'm just gonna stop saying every host because it's like
Yeah.
You're winning.
So yeah, Sam's got into World 5 now. So he's doing the 2 Captain Toad levels.
Considering you skip the Captain Toad in World 1 through taking the warp pipe, once you get to World 5 you can take the warp pipes back to World 1 and then complete the World 1 Captain Toad to gain these 5 stars that you missed.
I'm doing the marathon choke. I've just messed up the star again, so I'm having to do the slow way with the ant.
Sorry, I keep usually talking like that. I don't even... never mind.
There we go.
So yeah, Sam's on 5-1 now, and the second key coin, which you have to collect in that level, which is probably the really awkward one, because you've got to... The quickest way to do it is using the Cooper shell to fire down there, but getting actually to it so the Coopers aren't in the way, and getting it so you actually do throw it down all the way, is not exactly the easiest thing. And it can go wrong.
I don't know if anyone explained the plusty levels. They're just like auto-scrollers, you can barely even speed up. So yeah, there's nothing really to explain
Yes,
about
usually
them.
people do
Just,
A3
like,
instead
go
of
forward and
A2, which
jump.
can be explained later on.
On 4-2, just coming out of the pipe, there's a little random box where it just scrolls through all the items, and you're supposed to collect them.
Does it have to nuke
However,
suit?
if you touch the box as soon as you hit the floor out of the pipe, you can get a cat suit, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's way better than buffering, which I usually do.
But the way those random boxes work, as I was saying, if it always starts on the same item, so by tapping the box to landing on the floor, you can guarantee a catsuit from there every time. Which, of course, a
And also,
catsuit is what we
if you
need.
miss this, you can pause buffer to gain a cat suit.
Yeah, and of course, a catsuit is what we want. Since, in case you couldn't tell, we use it a lot. Bandit's about to be going on to 5-4, which that level is quite interesting in the way that it was recently changed so you use Peach, because we always thought that the extended hover you do right at the start was slower, but it turned out it's quicker by about a second.
Explain something after you're done with one, Captain Toad.
Yeah, I was just having to like
No,
stop what I
it's
was
okay.
saying for a sec because I was blowing into the mic. Because you need to for that to set away that sort of little platform, otherwise you can't get up. But yeah, it was changed because we always thought that hover at the start was slower, but it turns out it's actually a quicker way to do the level by about a second, and the rest of the level is no change no matter what character you use. So.
And as you can see, Mark is doing 5-2 instead of 5-3 because considering we skipped the mystery house in World 4, we missed those 10 stars. 5-3 requires 80 stars to unlock the level, so it means we have to come back to it after World 5 is done.
We do, the reason we come back to it, even though you think we've avoided it, so there's no need, is because it's the same reason we do the Captain Toads and the Mystery Houses, quick stars, which we need the stars. And unless we can find a way to clip into the barriers, which we don't think is going to happen anytime soon, then we're going to keep on needing the stars, so we still need to keep on doing them. But yeah, as was explained before, the Plessy bit's quicker. If you've noticed how my language is different, that's because my language is set to Italian instead of being in English. It's 2 less text box for Italian, it's 1 for Spanish. It's 1 for Spanish, which American consoles can only do Spanish. They don't have Italian as an option. So Europe's slightly faster, but then Japanese is faster still. But none of the main runners, apart from the Japanese runner, actually have, of course, Japanese Wii U. So they couldn't do Japanese, so it turns out for a lot of people, Italian or Spanish is a quicker language for running.
However, it's nothing that's really noticeable.
It's a couple of seconds between all the languages.
Also, by the way, that jump that he did, it's kind of difficult to do, and if you like mess up, you either bounce on his head or you fall
quick
down.
ball. Did he get quick ball?
I think he did.
The quick ball and the second star of 5-5, 5-6 even. If you hit the ball at the appropriate time, you can give it more speed to go down the slope.
5-6 is a really interesting level because you've got quick ball. There's a quicker way to get those star coins at the end, and then as you saw Sam do, there's a part of the level where you have to. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, those jumps up. He did a jump which involved jumping on the platform as it was moving up, which is actually quite difficult to time because if you time it wrong, then you'll end up getting hit by the fireball and losing your catsuit, or just doing it slower. What you're gonna see Bandit do now is it's like a new strat that was found for the level, where by turning the camera around as you're getting hit, and then tapping on the trampoline just before going to it, it'll be in the right position for you and in the correct state for you to just go past it while doing cat momentum normally. And if you do it correctly, you can keep your full speed as going past it, instead of before where you have to stop to hit it, to turn into trampoline and then pick it up. Oh wow, I got the one dive on the 5A, which I can't even remember the last time I did. I always seem to miss one.
I did that in my PB.
For some reason,
I
I
got the
seem to miss one of them every time.
I can get it usually around 50-50 to be fair. Sometimes I go a bit late.
Yeah, Bandit is way ahead, I'll be honest. He's about 3 levels ahead.
His PB is around 5 minutes better than Max as well, so...
But the main reason he's ahead is because I've died twice.
Yeah.
Which,
And
as you might guess, is not ideal.
And he's more consistent than you.
That's harsh.
It's true, though.
Harsh. That's very harsh.
I'm sorry. But nah, your consistency has improved. Mark's PB is a 149 something.
Which had a couple of minutes of mistakes in still.
I'm just watching how you know where you collect the first star in the level that you're in? Where you bonk on the boxes and slide back down. That's just painful.
Yeah. The idea is that you're supposed to go into that without creating those boxes, but I sort of messed it up.
I like to create once and it makes it easier to get into the cannon without having to go right down and go from the bottom.
Yeah, Catherine is being brutal. It's not very nice.
I'm here today, not tomorrow, and come around on Sunday.
Yeah.
So most of the time I should be around. But I'm not here tomorrow.
Yeah, a lot of tomorrow you'll be stuck with me and Matamoto, that is.
It's alright, I'm going to Hyper Japan tomorrow.
Which I'm incredibly jealous of. But that's besides the point.
Oh wow.
Same.
You'll be stuck with Mark, Originals, and the others. Pepper.
It's fine.
Yeah, you'll be stuck with us losers. Sam's just finished.
Because you're gonna lose the race, and I'm probably gonna lose mine. Still,
Probably. I mean, you will.
I just yawned. Did someone else yawn? I hope someone yawned.
But yeah, Sam's just managed to finish World 5 there. So
he's gonna unlock World 6, and once it loads, he's gonna re-go back to 5-3.
oh dear, I've actually messed up the ball completely there.
Considering he now has enough stars to go back and do the level.
I messed up the ball to the point where I actually had to leave it to restart it because I messed up quick ball and then tried to recover it.
That was pretty funny.
I will admit I'm usually a bit better than this, but at the moment it's just
With no resets, it's not, yeah.
marathon. Never goes the way you want. It's almost the unwritten rule.
Five three is another short level. Just saying.
Originals, yeah. Hang on, I have an idea to make you louder. Hang on. Well, Mark will have to do this because it's on your stream. If you right click Originals and then click change volume and then increase them a bit, that may help.
I think it's more his mic cuts out, so I think his mic needs changing. Not like his mic itself, but you know what I mean. Oh dear.
Do you want to explain what Bandit does with the keys? Because he's in 6-1.
Oh, 6-1. 6-1's a level and a half. Essentially with those keys
He's
at
not
the
there yet.
oh. But yeah, when I was talking about how Sam was going to do 5-7, that was the intention, which is what I did there, where you just hit it before going in, and then you can just pick it up on the way past and keep your full momentum speed. But yeah, Sam's on the keys now, and instead of going in the pipes, because the pipes are slow and you can get hit, you're just going on top of the pipes and use it like trying to make sure you don't go in them and hovering above, so you collect all the key coins, and you can collect them much quicker that way than doing it the intended way.
And you're going into castle now?
Yeah. A little bit later than planned.
This race should have been an SRL so Bandit can get the points.
Mm. Now, mine and Bandit's routes are a little bit different to each other, which is what you'll see in this next level. Like,
because obviously with like the new route, there's certain stars which you can collect. There's different ones that you can do, I believe. It's the second star in 6-2, the second star in 3-5, and there's one more.
M5-1, but that one's the slowest and no one does it.
Yeah. So you'll see that Bandit is doing the second star in 6-2, however, compared to Mark, who does the other one?
I do 3-5, so
Yeah, there.
that.
So this is why.
So I'll probably maybe catch up a little bit in that level. What you might have noticed me and Sam doing on every single castle level, when you're coming out, you know how you've got these stairs at the end. You can slide down these stairs from a momentum, for example, and you can gain more speed. And then by jumping along with that speed, you'll actually be going quicker than you would just doing a normal momentum. So it's a small optimization which helps you save more time saves that time over the run. I wouldn't exactly know how much exactly it is, but it's a decent time save. And it's not that difficult to do. Yeah, 6-4 is what Bandit's on right now. It's a difficult level. Well, not too difficult, but the main reason it's actually more difficult than it should be is because you can't make a mistake, because you've got to get through it all to catch the first cycle, otherwise it costs you 20 seconds. Which is getting onto the platform which Bandit's on now before it starts sliding down, otherwise you have to wait for the next one. That's the thing that makes that level difficult. The actual stuff you're doing in the level isn't too bad in reality.
Unless you choose to decide to play it like a casual.
Filthy casual.
Yeah, I guess.
This runs like a filthy casual.
Well, yours is.
Yeah, mine is.
At least you admit it.
And another thing you might have noticed as well is when you go into the flagpole, we're standing still. Usually with a catsuit, what they try and do, they try and claw their way up to the top. But you don't want that, because that's just time wasting. But by having the control stick in a neutral position, when you go onto the flagpole, then you will not end up climbing at all, and it means that once the animation's done, you won't scroll down as far. So it's just a little quick time save as well.
Also, the fight that bandits on is really easy, and it's just a star, so like, yeah, I could do it a million times. It's super easy. But if I do it a million times, I'd probably get mad, just saying. So I want to do the same thing like 6 million times. Even though I said it a million, but still.
Now 6-6 isn't that much of a level, to be honest. There's not really much that'll go wrong. There's a long jump, which you'll see Sam do that, which I don't go for. I probably should go for, but I don't, and I just went into the pipe. And I just went into the pipe, so I'm doing this the really slow way. But yeah.
You can see Sam going for the gap now.
Yeah. But the level that Sam will be doing next is 6-7. Which, there's a skip on there, which is an auto-scroller skip, whereby you moving off the screen, you can actually get your way to the top of the first section, and then jump up, go down, collect the star, and come back up before the fuzzies come along and kill you. But it's a really difficult skip. It's probably the most difficult skip in the game because it's entirely done off screen, so you can't actually use visual cues for it. You've got to use the audio from the game to know and use that to base where you think you are at that particular time.
I use vibrations from the gamepad.
Vibrations from the gamepad do work as well, but it's better to use the sound in my opinion. But
yeah, I also use the sound that, like, if I like grab onto the wall, it vibrates, so I can feel it in my hands. Also, Nocturne, thanks for the host.
I'm sure that's not the... Oh dear, I've gone into the box by accident.
Moto firing the shots at you, Mark. Bandit isn't putting any effort in because social sucks.
I've just got into the box by accident, so even though I did the skip for the star, I still ended up going that way.
Do you want to explain like the skip, by the way? Bandit just got fuzzy time mind skip.
I just did, unless you were gone at the time.
Yeah, I was. I just had to do something. Okay, my bad.
But yeah, that is still really the most difficult skip in the game. I'll collect the catsuit here. Does make getting the first cycle a little bit more difficult since you're having to wait for the catsuit, but it's worth it, especially in a marathon. Especially the way I'm playing.
Because you got backup.
The level that Bandit's going on to right now is just another auto-scroller where there's nothing you can really do to speed it up. There is a
Resident Sleeper too.
Resident
Yeah,
Sleeper
it's not
2
like Hype
essentially.
Train or something. Hype Train is like so hype. It's the damn Hype Train.
We've got to wait a little bit longer for that though. But yeah, there's a slight way to speed it up in the middle, but it's not much. And apart from that, you've just got to sit through the whole thing and try and not get bored and
Deal with
tense.
it.
I once stayed on that stage because I got too bored and I was trying to do things, and it was really funny.
I once stood still on that level, not looking, and then like fell off the stage or got
Okay.
pushed off or something. I can't remember now. It feels terrible when you die on the auto scroller though, because
I bet it
You
feels
really
terrible
shouldn't.
when you wander off the stairs.
wow, I'm done.
Oh, I'm done. Okay, hang on. I'll be back 2 secs.
User left your channel.
But yeah, so the level that Sam's on now is the auto scroll, and the level that I'm on right now, I'm going into right now, is just 6-6, which I do slightly differently because I don't go for the big jump. I was messing it up a while ago, so I stopped doing it. I should relearn it, but I have not got round to it yet. Essentially. You can get some easy catsuits along the side of it as well. If you're loose, but really, you get one in 6-4, so you should be okay. The boss is never going to cause a challenge in this game, so you don't need to worry about that. But there is one that can cause a little bit of difficulty, which is the one that Bandit's about to go on to, and that's Motley. It's Motley Boss
User
Blob
joined your channel.
is the full name, and the way that one is because he splits up after doing a certain amount of bounces, and then you've got to hit the actual little guy inside 3 times, but it's a lot more difficult to do. So
I find this a bit harder in my opinion. I don't know, but
I-
that's just me.
I could say that I used to, but then I just ended up grinding it, and then as I was grinding, there's a little jump you can do where if you have extra speed by jumping off the platform before the end of the level, you can keep that speed going into the level, and by doing a jump roll and then doing a spin jump to get extra height with Luigi, you can get on the top of him quicker than it would be otherwise, because you can clip inside of him because he's not fully formed yet. So you can clip inside of him and then do the spin to get straight up, which saves a couple of seconds. But of course, if you mess it up, then I'm a couple of levels behind. I've got the mystery house, I have the auto scroller, and I have Motley to come, which is what Bandit's on now. So I'm a couple of levels behind. I've died a couple of times. It's not been too great for me, I'll be honest. Less than ideal. Oh,
User left your channel.
I mean, another thing with Motley, which is what Bandit's just finishing off now, is that if you want to be safe, which is probably the best thing to do in this situation, but you probably would want to avoid it if you can get extra toes by getting the double cherry. So if you get hit once, you don't actually have to lose your katsu, you just lose them unless you're the last one left. But it's a bit safe, but the problem is that it can be difficult to get them all into the pipe straight away, so ideally you'd want to avoid picking them up unless you're worried about getting hit. Yeah, that takes Bandit into World 7 now. Which, World 7 is a run kill, because there's lots of difficult levels in World 7.
Especially 7-7.
Or 7-7. 7-7
is just Dan's game.
7-7 I might have a go at the extra skip if Bandit doesn't get it. There's a skip that saves 2 seconds.
Just go down trying.
There's an extra 2 you can save an extra 2 seconds by jumping on the pipe in the middle of the level instead of going through it normally. But it's a really risky jump for how much time you actually save. So I usually end up chickening out, I admit, when it gets to it in a run. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna do it, I've practiced it, and then I get to it and I'm like, I don't want to risk it. But if Bandit fails it, I'll go for it, and I might go for it anyway, I don't know. Oh, Bandit's lost all of his catsuits at the moment, so he'll probably have to go back for some more after this level. You have the choice of going back to 1-1 to just do the beginning part of that level and get 1 catsuit, or you can risk going for Toad House, but which can be quicker if you get it right, but is usually slower if you don't. Well, it will be slower if you don't. Because it's just complete RNG about whether you actually get both or not. I mean, the only thing for Bandit right now is he's also Small Peach, so he'd probably have to kill himself at the beginning of World 7.
Yeah.
Or World 1-1.
Get a mushroom instead of a catsuit.
Yeah. Because it won't immediately upgrade you to a catsuit, it'll upgrade you to the first stage and then the second, which the first stage is just normal mushroom. So and that's what he's done. So he's gonna go and get 2 catsuits and kill himself afterwards. So he keeps one of them. Because just exiting a level normally won't necessarily guarantee that you keep it. But he's done that now and he's going into 7-3. 7-3 is the 102nd level, but it's the more difficult one of the lot because you're going to do extra speed by sliding down the bank at the start, and then you need to make sure you cover all the gaps, and then there's a really difficult thing in the middle for collecting a star, which like you're going to use touch strats alongside the normal way and hopefully collect them all in a way that means you will just pick the star up immediately going past normally, or as you saw there, have to go back and get it again, which wastes a bit of time. So that's the only real difficult part, but you got to also make sure you just don't mess up, and it's not exactly the easiest level to make sure you don't. We have 7-4. I'm probably going to be saying this about a lot of the levels for the world, but 7-4 is also not an easy level either, because the movement's very precise, especially as you get into this part for getting the star and the star coins, and then getting into the box. How have the runs been going, T-Gap? It's going better for Bandit than for me. He's winning the race at the moment by a couple of levels, as you can see. I've got another 3 levels to go. I've died a couple of times, but it's still going well, I'd say. Once we sorted out the initial technical problems, everything's been working, so fingers crossed. Technically there's still hope, T-Gap, but I probably have my doubts because it's been so bad. Oh, this boulder level right now. It's like, you get 3 rocks at the start and you can preserve all those rocks so you don't have to wait for him to send some more. But it's really finicky to make sure you don't mess up. And you can't have the situation that's happened there, where if you get hit while holding one of them, or just don't have them at the time that you could actually just have to wait for another cycle to get more rocks, so it's not the greatest. And yeah, it's just not very nice, essentially. And as you can see with what happened to Bandit, he's lost his catsuit again. We're gonna have to go and get more at the beginning in World 1. It's not the nicest of levels. Or he can go straight into the next level. There is a catsuit available right near the start of the level. There's both options available for you. But then of course you've got the thing about you've not got 2 catsuits, which finishing 1-1 would allow you to keep 2. So you've got to weigh that option up. This game's, if anyone in the chat is actually considering picking up this game as a speedrun, it's a very interesting game to run because there's basically no RNG in the run at all. A lot of it's down to just, are you good at the game or not, so it's quite interesting in that regard. And as you can see, if you're doing bad like I am, it's because you're not doing very well. You can't blame it on anyone but yourself. Because everything's set on a cycle, like the enemies will be in a particular place when you spawn them on the screen. For a while we used to think that the Big Prince Bully, which you fight in World 6, was RNG, but we've worked out that by hitting in a particular way, it will always go to the same point, so it's not really that much reliant on RNG anymore. So without us thinking that was RNG, there's basically none. Yeah, we do actually have a guide for learning the game, which is quite interesting for people wanting to. It explains all the strats, beginner and more advanced. Bandit's going into 7-7 now, which is the level that I mentioned. So we'll see how he does in that skip, and we'll see if I decide to go for it. Now, in the practice before the run, I was just about to say I wasn't doing this level too well, and I actually need to exit the level now and get some more catsuits. I was just about to say that, and then it happened.
Say what? Oh, you just died.
I was just saying before actually doing this run, this is a level that I focused my practice on, because it's not my greatest level. And yeah, it continues to be not my greatest level.
Getting the pipe skip in 7-7 really nicely.
Oh, did he get it?
Yeah, he
I don't know.
perfectly.
I don't know. I think at this point I might as well just go for it and see what happens. I think that might be interesting.
He got it perfectly.
Damn. I think I'm still gonna go for it. Yeah, we'd just like to remind people that this is a charity marathon for Doctors Without Borders, so if you're enjoying what you're watching, then we'd appreciate you to donate in the actual link that's just been linked in the channel, in the chat. It's for a good cause, so... And if the schedule could be linked as well, that would be great.
I just did.
Oh, have you? Yeah, we've got the schedule there, which also explains what runs are coming up. Next is the Shovel Knight run.
Muncher Cooper.
Yeah,
I just went into the other channel. His VLC works with no lag. It's been tested.
Right.
That's literally what I left to do, is to make sure that was okay.
Yeah, because we were having some technical problems with lag before, and I've just lost my catsuit on this level again. I knew it was going to go wrong.
This is obviously what the level that Sam's doing is that one of the only times that you use a boomerang suit in this game.
It's one of the few times you use a suit that's not the catsuit.
Yeah, pretty much. I just realised we're getting super close to the glitch on Sam's end.
Yeah, if you can explain that when he gets to it, that'd be great.
I'm not the best person to try and explain it, but I will try.
Well, if you want, then I can tell you that. Just like I can explain it. But I'm gonna have to go and get more catsuits.
User joined your channel.
I might, since it doesn't really speed anything up, I'll do the boulders without the catsuits. It's probably for the best. Actually, I can get the catsuit in 7.5 without having to go back. But yeah, the game builds up World 7 as being the final world, which is why it seems like you've beaten Bowser at that point, but of course there's more to come.
Shh, don't spoil it.
But now that Sam is now done with World 7, he's going to be doing something which is known as the World Map Glitch.
Yeah.
Which enables us to go from on top of the pipe on the start of World 8 to go back to the World 4 Mystery House to gain the 10 stars that we missed there from when we went through the warp pipe in 40.
Yeah. But, so yeah, essentially it works like that. It was found by just a random Japanese person on Miiverse, and after some testing on it, worked out that you could actually, a way to replicate it. So, like, I've forgotten who it was who discovered the post, but someone discovered the post by this person on Miiverse.
Wasn't it like a Drillick or something?
I think it was a Drillick or Hunter. It was one of the two. But yeah, they found this post.
Man, rip Bandit.
Okay.
They found the post which actually showed this happening, and we worked out that it was possible to actually use
We've got
it.
the glitch coming up on Sam's screen right now.
So you could use it to actually cut down to World 4 to go into that elusive 4 Mystery House, and actually he's just succeeded in doing it there. So we'll see if he gets into World 4. But the hardest part of it is really actually getting the first bit right.
Right? 4 tries is pretty good, I think. Right? I usually get a first or second, which is nice.
Oh, he missed the World 4 Mystery House, so he's having to do it again.
He was really close.
Yeah,
But
he
you
was
just go
like
back to World
a
8
little
and try
bit
again, otherwise.
Got it this time, which is nice.
Yes, I'm still doing the Mystery House.
You start to realise how much quicker the catsuit is with the cat momentum when you end up doing what I've done and have to go through the level after losing the catsuit.
7-5 without a catsuit.
Yeah, I lost the catsuit you got right at the start.
It's so casual %.
It basically is.
I really want to get unlazy and just like do 380 start of this game, so I can yeah, so I can just like one run to get like all the levels. I want to IL the final mystery house.
I think you should IL Champions Road with no power-ups. Ever.
Yeah, 380 stars is a different category for the game. Essentially just involves getting every single star from all the world and the special world, and that includes getting it from Champions Road. It's better than 100%, because 100% is essentially the same thing, but you've got to do it with every character. And you use multiple controllers, so you don't have to do each level 5 times, but it's still not
Tedious.
very nice.
It's like at the end of the stage where you forget to do it, and like you have to do it again to get like the rest of the characters.
I mean, what's the record for 100%? It's like 8 hours, so it's not exactly a short run either.
7, 25, 24 or something like that. It was by Valley.
Valu is like god of this game. He has like all the world records.
E5.
See, I'm gonna go and get more catsuits now.
GG. You can't wait until 8-1.
I'm going into 7-7, so like, you know.
Yeah, makes sense. I get it.
I'm gonna still go for the thing, but I will probably fail it. Just warning that now. I'm still gonna go for the pipe skip. The 2-second time save. Let's see if we get it. At the same time, Bandit's going into 8.3, which, if you want to explain the difference between 8.2 and 8.3.
It's 8.2, 8.3 is optimally quicker if you can. No, it's quicker if you can play it more optimally.
But otherwise,
I don't really know much about it considering I play 8. I still do 8.2 because I'm really
User
bad at
left your
8.3.
channel.
But yeah, with 8.2 and 8.3, it's essentially if you can. Oh dear, I've lost all my speed here. I don't think I can't make it. But yeah, the difference between 8.2 and 8.3. 8.3 is quicker if you can do it optimally, but otherwise, it's better to go for 8.2, which is the Plessy level. Because simply because it's quicker to do. Right, okay, let's go for this. Oh dear. Yeah, I messed it up completely. I knew that was gonna happen. And now I have no catsuit.
Sam died.
But yeah, I thought I would try it.
Oh well, you know.
And I was saying I was expecting to fail. I'll go through this level without a catsuit and then just get another one. Oh dear. I've got to get the boomerang suit and then try to get it normally. I just died again. And let myself die there because I lost my thing. So I've died 3 times there. So let's just pretend that never happened. Pretend this is the first attempt of the level.
Papa. Hang on a sec.
User left your channel.
So yeah, if you weren't going over the pipe, you would go into just this one normally. Bandit's going on to the final auto-scroller for the level. And there's not a lot you can do to speed. There's nothing you can do to speed it up. But since it's an auto-scroller and it's on a train, it's a hype train. Oh dear. I'm falling quite way behind now. I apologize for that.
User joined your channel.
Seven with no catsuit, Mark.
Thing is, it's been so long since I've done this level without a catsuit that I actually forgot how to do it without a catsuit.
Oh my god, this is brilliant.
It's entertaining at least, I hope.
Papa. Lost it again, I'm done.
I'll get that midway point. Just to be safe.
You probably would be safe, otherwise you'll be doing 7-7 with no catsuit again.
So yeah, at this point... Oh, hello. Hello. Did I miss one somewhere? Apparently I've missed a star somewhere. So...
Wow.
I don't know where I've missed this star mine. But I'm gonna have to do the bully.
Oh my god, this is great.
So yeah, at the same time, Bandit is doing 8-5, I think it is, or 8-4. I think it's 8-4. I know. Yeah, I knew with 8-4, 8-5. I just wasn't sure which order the levels counted as. But yeah, I don't know where I missed that star. I'm actually gonna have to look back at this run afterwards, even though it'd be painful, to see what on earth happened.
Just to watch the run in general.
Because I don't know where I've actually missed that star. Which is probably a really bad thing to admit, but I'm sure I got every single star.
These cat. How many times have you gone into 1-1 now?
That's the third
You
time.
even messed up the momentum. You even messed up the ground pound.
Please no, bully.
He's not starting again, Jack. He was just going into 1-1 to gain more catsuits because he lost them.
Yeah, and because you need catsuits to do a lot in this game, and it
Pretty
makes you a
much.
lot quicker. The level that Sam's going into is 8-6, which I personally hate, but mainly because of the second half. But I've got a lot more consistent now.
Oh, 1786. Do you want to explain candle strats?
I'll explain what Sam does, because Sam does it differently, and I'll explain my strats when I get to it.
Dry bone strats.
Yeah, there's two ways you can do the second part of it, which is using the dry bones or using the candles. You can the candles each have a small hitbox on the top, and you can actually stand on these hitboxes and just use them instead of like waiting for the platform and doing it that way. There's another quicker way which starts using the candles, but in the end also instead uses the dry bones in the second part, which he seems to have been able to do. And you essentially just jump on the dry bones and keep the speed that way.
And he does it perfectly.
Mm.
Well done to Sam.
And let's be honest, by the time I get to 8-6, Sam will have probably finished his run, so I'll be able to explain that better.
I have too much free time.
What have you done?
Look at the command I made.
I can't.
I put a command which is A and Nightbot says A.
Oh dear. There we go. Mario Man, please. We're not that much different, but in
5
this
minutes.
run, it's ended up being a bit more.
It's because I'll let you explain what's gone wrong because it'll come across as if I'm insulting you.
I've just messed up a lot of levels, and somehow I missed a star, which I don't know where. But at the same time, like, I've also been trying to commentate Bandit's Run due to some problems with mics and stuff, so I've been almost paying half attention to that run as well. So it's for charity as well, so there's that.
Exactly.
There's a bit more being donated than that's on the screen, but I can't update that at the moment, so it has to be left as is.
It needs to be manually updated.
Yeah.
So
Can you check if there's been any more donations actually?
Not right now.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind it's only been going for like an hour or so don't worry.
Yeah. This is the first run of it, which was also a little bit delayed because of some technical issues, which took a bit long to sort out. We tested everything, but some things just never go the way you want, and just decide, oh no, I'm not going to work. I can't. Like, it's more difficult for me to do the. Like, it ends up being slower on the next level if I do the map glitch now. So I'm going to go into 8-1, do this level, get cat suits, and then go into doing the map glitch, since that'll work out quicker. Right. Okay, now Sam's going into the final 2 levels before we get into the boss, which will include Meow's Skip, which doesn't skip the final boss, but it skips the cutscene and it skips like a good little chunk of it. But you've got to refight Motley and Histocrat again at this point before you actually get to that. Like, Meow the Skip is the reason why Bandit ended up getting a Tanuki suit in that previous level, because by using the speed from cat momentum alongside the Tanuki, you can get a really long hover, which can take you over the long gap and take you into the actual auto-scroller section of that final level. Oh. And that's quicker. Oh, I went into the pipe accidentally. Oh well. To put things into perspective though on how optimized this game has got, at the time right about now, the world record would have finished, which was 141 flat by Value. Value 111. I'll try and commentate a bit more on Bandit's Run while I'm in this auto scroller because there's not much I can do to speed it up. Yeah, Jack of Hearts. Doing a DeviantArt search for anything in this game because of the catsuits, you get some interesting results, I'll leave it at that.
Hype train hype.
And some of them are a bit, well, it's called DeviantArt for a reason. There's Valdo the Finished Speedrunning Legend. But yeah, Bandit's about to head into the final level at this point. Just a little bit of a gap, just a little. But this level has Meowser skip, which works as explained before. It's actually quite difficult. Once you get it, it's a little bit easier to put off. But yeah, it's not ideal. I just somehow got hit there.
And Sam is entering Meowser.
Yeah. I think I have to go get catsuits again.
Oh my god. Yeah, if you want to explain Meowser.
Yeah, I will. Meowser just... Now, I'll explain it again now he's actually at the point. But hopefully he's able to pull it off to show you how it works. You do momentum and use the speed from sliding down there, as well mixed with the Tanuki, to hover along the gap. And can you see the tower in the background? You are going to hover all the way over to there and skip the cutscene that would appear if you went to the bottom, and as well as a decent chunk of the first section of the auto scroller. It looks like he's been able to get it, and he has. So
Has he pulled it off?
yeah.
No spoilerino, no spoilerino. Push.
It's where it would appear on the stream though.
Trying to get the clappers going, you know. When he's pulled it off brilliantly.
I'm doing it this way so I don't have to keep coming back. I'm getting 2 catsuits.
Jack, he did.
So I've just finished the level, so I can get 2 catsuits. yeah, Downey did fail the Meowser skip at ESA. What was the time for his run actually? He got a 1:52, I think it was. I'm not gonna get that, so I'm not gonna get that sort of time, so you know. Hey ho. I've got a couple of levels left.
Okay, he's going up the stairs. Let's pray for Sam so he doesn't fall off. Gapper.
Oh, what? I didn't dive. Oh, I missed the star. And yes, Sam's just finished the 146.52. I apologise that I'm so far behind and I'm doing so badly.
Well done to Bandit.
Yeah, congrats, he's won. And now you've got to see the credits on him while I'm still finishing off the run. Actually, I don't think I'm going to sub 2.
Oh my god, Mark.
Now this level, I actually need to concentrate on. I'm not the greatest at this level.
Did you get candles?
I'm just doing the first part now.
Okay.
I got the checkpoint in the middle just in case.
Chris, I don't think his sub 2 is free. Careful.
I don't think the sub 2 is free at this point.
Well, at least you agree.
Okay. I messed it up. I messed it up.
You've been proper YOLOing that run.
I messed it up. I'm really not showing things off very well. Oh, I didn't even get that. So I need to go the slow way by just standing on here. We did put a long estimate on. I mean, I think we have still overshot from when we were originally starting, but that's because of technical problems. Yeah, apologies that I've done pretty bad here. I'm usually better than this. Bandit is a better runner though, and you should all go follow him. If you can put their Twitch in the thing, that'd be great.
Oh, we could have a. I know. I have an idea.
What? Actually, yeah.
No, I have an idea. I have an idea. Shush.
Oh god. Yeah, if someone does that, donates before the end of my run, then Bandit will do Champions Road.
Only gonna practice. No power-ups yet. Brilliant.
So you keep an eye on that, and we'll put the audio on Bandits, and we'll have him do Champions Road after the run's done if he gets it. Yeah, you thought like this level is quite good in the way that it allows you to get cat suits, and it allows you to just get a load of stars, and it can pretty much refresh you before going into the last few levels. Which the next level is where you will collect the Tanuki suit, which is for the Meowser skip, which you saw Bandit do. Hey dear, I'm already behind my PB. I would go for the jump, but I have not practiced it. But there is a jump that saves a couple of seconds if you get the Tanuki suit early. But I'm not going to go for it. It involves like doing a really long hover with the Tanuki suit.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Oh man. Dear. I'm gonna have to wait here for the block to come down. Gotta mess it up twice. This is coming, right? Oh no, it's not. Wait, it's not. Wow, this is bad. It's not even been that close of a race, and I'm sorry for that. I'm usually better than this. Yeah, Catherine, if you want, could you go through the new incentive and go through all the other incentives for the marathon right now? If you're around.
I am here, but ideally it needs to be somewhere on the donation page in like the My Story section.
Yeah, but I'm saying, do you want to go through them now on the stream as well?
No, it's not still sub 2.
User in your channel timed out.
Don't worry, that was any Bandit.
But yeah, if you want to go, you want to read through them, I'll add them to it after. But yeah, Bandit, you're this frozen at the moment. So yeah, Bandit's having a bit of technical difficulties, so hopefully you can sort that out before.
Sort that out. Sort that out when you're done.
Yeah. Wait. You know what I've just realised?
What?
And this is going to sound really bad. Because it just adds to everything that's gone wrong this run. I didn't go back for map glitch.
Oh my god.
You're not back yet.
You need to go back and do it.
No, I'm saying to Bandit.
How did you manage that?
Because I didn't have a catsuit when I was originally going to do it.
Oh. But you should have done it after 8-1 then, because you'd have had one then.
I was going to. Oh, what the hell is that?
Oh, that's brilliant.
Gonna need to get a catsuit before the end of this, Histocrat. Yes, this is why we reset. Because mistakes end up piling up on you. More than you'd actually think they would.
I guess it slipped past your mind.
Wait, why am I doing it like this? I think I can still go and spin it back, I think.
Bandit got 146. What was his time?
146.30.
37, that was it.
37, yeah.
And you're not even in a sub 2.
It's almost above 2. I need to go on 3D world grind after this marathon. I've been doing some grind beforehand, but offline, but I need to do a bit more to get back in the groove. And seemingly, I'm just not in it at the moment. I'll see if I can refresh this quickly. I'll do this and then I'll go back. Yeah, just... And we're above 2 hours. Oh dear. It's not working at the moment. I'll have to refresh in a sec. I mean, to give me credit, I have been trying to like sort out stream, and do everything.
Quite a few difficulties at the start, so to be fair,
I've been trying to do a million and one things during the run as well. So I'm making excuses, but shush.
What, for your run, Captain?
Yeah.
It's not a stream key as such. Hi, Diddy.
Oh, hey, Diddy.
Dublin's not running because last night his run was scheduled for like 20 to 2 in the morning when he had something the next day.
But he said it was okay
So
before.
he said it was okay previously, so he's not anymore. So yeah.
I need to go and get catsuits again before going into the finale. I'm doing map glitch.
I can't believe you forgot that.
It's been a long day. Sorting everything out. Actually, can I get a catsuit? I can if I finish the level. I can't do it otherwise. I was about to kill myself and then I'm thinking, wait, I'd lose it. And I have to keep it, otherwise I have to keep the Tanuki, otherwise I can't do Meowser.
What are you doing? Is this PB Hope Mark?
Please anything go right in this run, yeah.
You're not gonna fail Meowser, are you?
Hopefully not.
At least we got to see it from Sam.
We got to see it now from me. Hopefully getting it first time. Let's get something first time.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, I got it.
You got glitch.
Oh dear. What was that? Believe in the sub 230. I don't think Meowth skip's that bad actually. But the rate things are going. Right, okay.
We ready? We in there?
We're ready for Meowser. Let's have. Now we've got one thing right. Let's go 2 in a row. I'm feeling it. It'll happen.
Alright, I'll reveal after you're done. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Time to fight the big kitty.
Oh my god.
Right, okay. Let's do this. Maybe that put that too far back.
Yeah, well, no, I'll read it out after.
Where? Okay, we've got the jump.
Are we in there?
I think we might be.
Are we in there?
Oh.
You got it?
It's low, but yes.
You
We
got
did
it?
get it. We got it. We in there. We in there for the 211. See, for some reason, since at this point it doesn't matter if you get stars or not. I always get this final star on the climb. Because it doesn't exactly slow you down by getting it. And I don't know. At this point, at least I need something done, right?
Mark, don't die on stairs.
Oh, the stairs. But yeah, in case you missed the story earlier, I had it was before when I had a worse PB than I do now. I had one which was going to PB to get actually a better time than what this is, much better. But it was going to be a PB by a good 2 or 3 minutes, and then I died on the stairs right at the top at the end of this climb. So I actually lost the PB, and I was mad.
Amusing.
I was mad.
Not right now, no it's not Bandit. We can configure that afterwards.
Oh, that was interesting. This climb's not gone well. I somehow got caught on the trapeze. I recovered it after I worked out where I was.
GG.
Now the stairs.
Oh,
It was
there
it
is
was
the
it was
stairs.
actually running around this bit, this next section after this one. That's why I always take my time at this point now, because I don't want to run off. It's mentally scarred me. Ah. I'll see if we can sort out Bandit stream in a moment. So we can do Champions Road.
That's if we get the donation. We've got like
If we do, yeah.
Yeah.
Which of course you're gonna check after the run.
I am gonna check after the run.
Right. I missed the flagpole. And the timer. But there we go. 2:10 something. That was a terrible
Oh dear.
that was terrible. Bandit did much better than me.